Hello and welcome to our very first Across Louisiana Big Easy Style. My name is Steve Sawyer and I'm the host for the show, and we're very happy to have you with us. Joining me on the show today, we have some wonderful guests. We have Al Kohorst, who is with the Volunteers of America, and Al is going to be talking about an upcoming golf tournament that they've had for over 21 years. Then we have Donna Breaux, who was with St. Andrews Village, and they too have a golf tournament coming up, but some wonderful information she's going to share about St. Andrews Village. And Stevie Crovetto is here. She's going to be talking about the upcoming St. Charles Parish Teacher Awards Recognition Program and a little bit about St. Charles Parish Public Schools. And rounding out our show is Melissa Eugene, who is with the American Red Cross. The month of March is American Red Cross Month, and Melissa's going to talk a little bit about American Red Cross and some exciting new technology things that you can look at with American Red Cross. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back again. Thank you for joining us for our very first show. We'll see you soon. Welcome to our very first show of Across Louisiana Big Easy Style. We are so proud to be here, and with me today, I'm very happy to have as our very first guest, Al Kohorst, who is with Volunteers of America. And Al, we couldn't be happier to have a first guest with our friends at the VOA. You guys just do an incredible job. You are a big golfer. I'm a big golfer, so this is going to be very easy to talk to, and you've got one of your biggest fundraisers coming up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Steve, thank you for the opportunity. We have next Tuesday, March 12th, we have our annual fundraiser for our adoption program at Volunteers America. I think it's our 21st anniversary. And of course, we are an official children's charity of the 4Kids Foundation. So the Tournament Players Club is playing host, and we're expecting a full field. At present, we have 135 players. So we're looking to recruit maybe another 9 players, a couple foursomes, so it's still not too late to register.
And it's, you know, this community does such a good job with nonprofits, and, you know, golf tournaments are great because people like to come out and play golf, and there's a little sidebar, you get out of work, but you guys put on, I honestly do, I think it's one of the best golf tournaments in the community. You've got great door prizes, you have great food. I'd be willing to bet, and I know Cox has been involved with you for almost all of those 21 years, and it's almost something that you probably don't even have to advertise that much anymore.
We don't, Steve, but you know, you're right. Cox Communications has supported us through the entire journey, and I can remember we've had great events. It comes with a 4-person scramble. At the end of the day, we finish it off with a lot of food, a silent auction, a live auction, and just a wonderful event. And it's a great opportunity for a lot of corporate, you know, businesses to meet and mingle that day.
Absolutely. Talk about your silent auction, because you know, a lot of times you'll go to a silent auction and there'll be a couple items that you can bid on. But if I'm not mistaken, you guys actually do 3 different levels of a silent. I mean, you're there for, you got great food, but people are there for a pretty good while bidding on a lot of stuff.
Steve, thanks for paying attention to the auction, because I think we've recruited about 175 different auction items, and everybody's going to have an opportunity to bid on them throughout the day. We're going to kind of showcase them for the golfers when they come out to register, and then we'll encouraging bidding. But even for some of our friends that would like to come out, the auction will take place between about 3 and 5 p.m. So some wonderful opportunities. We've got necklaces, hotel stays, restaurants. We've even got a John Deere lawnmower tractor, compliments of Home Depot.
Yeah. Well, and nice little sidebar is you do this tournament. If I'm not mistaken, you're one of the last tournaments before the TPC hosts the Zurich Classic. So the golf course is in probably the best shape that it's going to be in. So a nice little sidebar there to come out and play not only some good golf, but some great golf. And it's fun because all the stands are set up, and you kind of get a little feeling that you might be in a little tournament there.
And the condition of the golf course, the greens, the fairways, everything is just impeccable conditions.
Yeah.
And as a fellow golfer, that's the kind of course that you like to look forward to play.
Well, Al, best of luck for your 21st annual golf tournament. I know I'll be out there. I look forward to it. I can already go ahead and say we've got some great door prizes we're going to be giving away, so best of luck. We look forward to having you come back. Thanks again for being our very first guest. Great job. And hey, our Cox 4 cameras are all across this state, so you never know when we're going to pop up somewhere, and we might even interview you. We did run into Insurance Commissioner Jim Donelon the other day, and he was gracious enough to talk about tax programs and some topics of interest that I think you'll want to see. So we're going to go to that right now. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Jim Hogg, and I have the pleasure of speaking with Louisiana Insurance Commissioner Jim Donelon. Jim, good morning.
Good to see you, Jim. Glad to be with you.
Jim, could you start us out and tell us a little bit about what the Louisiana Department of Insurance does?
Absolutely. We are the body that is charged with regulating all insurance activity in the state of Louisiana. Each state has such a department because Congress has ordained through the McCarran-Ferguson Act that insurance shall be regulated at the state level. And I think that's very important to consumers.
Jim, this time of year is tax season, and we've been seeing you travel all across the state of Louisiana as the Commissioner of Insurance, telling folks about the Citizens Assessment Rebate. Could you explain what is this Citizens Assessment Rebate and how can people get their claim in for it, and who is available to receive it?
Every property insurance policyholder gets assessed every year. Typically about 4% of your premium is added to the cost of your insurance and paid to citizens in Louisiana Citizens Property Insurance Corporation, the legislatively created market of last resort for folks who can't get insurance in the private sector. When Katrina hit our state in 2005, there was not enough cash on hand in Citizens and reinsurance in place to pay all the claims. So they had to issue an over $1 billion bond issue, second largest bond issue in the history of the state of Louisiana, to finish paying those claims. And for 12 more years, every property insurance policy will be assessed a 4% amount on average in order to pay off those bonds over the next 12 years. The legislature, after the storms, as a result of the surpluses at that time generated by the rebuild from Rita and Katrina in the southwest and southeast corners of our state, made available a tax. First they did it as a tax credit, Louisiana State income tax credit, and then they added the option to go ahead and get it in a rebate if you didn't owe any taxes to the state. So that each year at tax time, I make a tour of the state, advising people of the availability of this credit. That's how I take mine on my homeowner's policy each year, as a dollar for dollar credit against my tax liability. Or, as I did for my widowed mother a couple of years ago, go back 4 years if you don't owe any taxes, or even if you don't have to file a tax return, you're still entitled to get whatever your assessment is on your policy, commercial as well as residential, back in the form of a rebate. You can go back 4 years, but at this point, the first 3 years, 06, 07, and 08, have prescribed, and almost $200 million went unclaimed by property owners.
Jim, if you've never put in a claim for this before, what years could people go back and apply for this claim?
Good question. And the years that they can go back and still claim are 2009, 10, 11, and 12, and those few that have already been assessed in 13 can claim this year as well. After 4 years, the right to go back prescribes. So at the end of December this year, December 31st this year, the 2009 eligibility will expire.
How does someone file a claim?
They would either do as I do and take it as a tax credit on their Louisiana income tax return, both commercial and residential, or they can go to the Louisiana Department of Revenue website or our website at www.ldi.la.gov, or just call us at 1-800-259-5300, 259-5300, and we'll help any consumer through the process. what they would do at our website is download the form, the one-page form that asks 4 questions of information: name, address, policy number, the amount of your assessment. Attach a copy of your deck page to that completed form, mail it in, and within 2 weeks, the Department of Revenue will turn around and send you a check back for the amount of your assessment.
Thank you so much, Jim. Thanks for spending this time with us. Commissioner Jim Donelon, Louisiana Insurance Commissioner.
Commissioner, thank you very much for your time. We greatly appreciate it, and most importantly, we appreciate the information. That's some good stuff. Stay with us, because when we come back, we're going to have Donna Breaux, who is with St. Andrews Village. She's going to be talking about an upcoming golf tournament and all the wonderful things happening at St. Andrews Village. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana Big Easy Style. This is our first show, so we want to thank you for being a part of our first audience, and we look forward to many, many shows yet to come. So I want to thank Al Kohorst for coming in, our first guest. And with me now, I have the pleasure of introducing Donna Breaux, who is with St. Andrews Village. And Donna, you have got a golf tournament coming up, and we were talking before the break, and you've actually got maybe some good news and some bad news.
Some good news and some bad news. I just found out we're actually sold out.
That's incredible. Congratulations
incredible.
on that.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It's our 4th golf tournament out at English Turn on Monday, March 18th. So we're getting out there early with the charity tournaments. Wonderful day of golf, even though we don't have golf spots left. If you want to come out and have some food with us, enjoy the libations out there.
Well, what about volunteers? If you wanted to have somebody come out and volunteer.
Absolutely. We encourage people to come out. We have some of our future villagers, so some of our special needs adults that are out there, and they are helping and doing things. It's just a wonderful day. We've got our presenting sponsors, Acme Oyster House and Mr. Mudbug, MMI.
So you can have some good food.
Oh, look, Acme's got a raw oyster bar on the course. Mr. Mudbugs is doing lunch. John Besh is doing the entree for dinner.
And you wonder why you sold out.
Yeah, I wonder why we sold out. And Bruno's will meet the golfers when they register at 10:30 with screwdrivers and Bloody Marys.
Wow.
How much more New Orleans can you get?
So now it's up to the volunteers to come out and partake of the oysters and the food and everything. Well, congratulations on that. That's great. And if somebody did want to volunteer, is there a number they can call or a website to go to?
They can contact St. Andrews Village at 504-305-1617.
Okay.
And our website is Saint, but spelled out, SAINT, Andrews with an S, village.org.
Okay, and the date of the golf tournament, I don't think we said.
Monday, March 18th.
Monday, March 18th.
Yes, we've got a 12 noon shotgun start. We start registering the golfers and feeding them for 10:30. And Elmer's Chocolate is out there running the putting contest, giving out some Easter treats.
Wow, that's great.
So,
and funds benefit St. Andrews Village, of course. So let's talk a little bit about St. Andrews Village and let our audience know a little bit about what St. Andrews Village is about.
Well, St. Andrews Village is actually a project, Steve, that we've been working on for 15 years, more formally in the past 5 years. Basically, what we are doing is we are building a mixed-use community for adults with developmental disabilities where they can live, work, worship, socialize, and really live life to the fullest with the proper supports in mind. Safety, but also maintaining independence and choice for these individuals. So we actually purchased 100 acres of land within the town of Abita Springs. I cannot say enough about Abita and their mayor, their alderman, their citizenry. They have just embraced St. Andrews. It's not one of these, not in my backyard. They want to know, when are you opening? When are you breaking ground? So we purchased 100 acres of land there. We actually are developing in 5 phases. It's about a $35 million project. Phase 1 is right at about $16 million. And we actually have raised those funds.
That's incredible. That's great.
We have a $10 million USDA loan, and we have a $4 million grant, and we have rolled out our $6 million capital campaign. It is doing very well. We are still looking to get out and speak to people that are interested. You'd be surprised when you go out and raise money. You know, the connections people may have that you're not even aware of. And that has certainly been a blessing to us in the last few months as we roll out the $6 million campaign, because that is quite a large endeavor for a startup organization. But right now, our plans are to break ground on November 7th.
Wow, congratulations on that.
Yes.
So you're located in Abita Springs. If I wanted to find out more information about St. Andrews itself as opposed to the golf tournament, because we are sold out, how would I find, same website to
Same
go to?
website, yes. So Google St. Andrews in Abita Springs. And, you know, people often say, well, what kind of community will it be? In phase one, what we'll have is an administration multi-purpose building where we will have some enterprise programs. We'll have a little restaurant, gift shop. We will have a health and wellness center, which will include a state-of-the-art therapeutic pool, as well as basketball, staging, you name it, it'll be there. And in phase one, we'll have 8 homes.
Wow, that's
So,
great. Congratulations. Well, Donna, I want to thank you for coming on to the
well,
show
thank you very much
and
for
talking
having
about it.
us.
And please keep us updated. If you got more information you'd like to share with us, give us a call. We'd love to have you come back and talk about that. Congratulations again on the golf tournament being
you.
sold out. I was getting ready to sign up, so I'll have to go somewhere else and play golf that day. Stay with us, because when we come back, we're going to have Stevie Crovetto, who is with the St. Charles Public School System, and she's going to talk about a very special Teachers Award they have coming up in St. Charles Parish. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and I want to thank Donna for coming on the show. St. Andrew Village is a wonderful organization, and if you get a chance to go out and volunteer for the golf tournament, I guarantee you'll see a great organization, and you'll also, as she was talking about, eat well. I'm very happy to have joining us right now Stevie Crovetto. Stevie is the Public Information Director for St. Charles Parish Public Schools, and they have a Teacher Awards banquet coming up very soon. Stevie, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me, Steve.
And
I'm glad to be here.
I'm a St. Charles Parish resident, and I won't hold it against you that you graduated from Hahnville High School.
I'm glad to hear that then.
Now, you're fairly new to the job. Congratulations on that. And I must tell you, you work with a wonderful group out there. I've known Dr. LaFawn for a long time, and I'm very proud to be a resident and very proud that my daughter went to a public school system. There's nothing wrong with private and parochial, but I'm very proud that she went through the public school system, and I just think the world of Dr. LaFawn and all that you guys do. So congratulations on that, and thank you for recognizing teachers, because I just think our teachers are the most unheralded workforce in this country. Teachers do so much to shape the lives of our kids. So I'll let you talk a little bit about your upcoming Teacher Awards.
Sure, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, Steve. We are looking forward, and I'm a public school graduate myself, so I'm very proud to be from Hahnville and St. Charles Parish, and very fortunate to work with such a great group of people. We have a great school board, we have a great superintendent, we have great teachers, and we have great students. So I'm very excited to now be a part of the district. But we are so much looking forward to our Teacher of the Year ceremony, which is March 14th. It's a great event. We're excited to always honor our teachers. You know, they're the ones who are really in the classroom every day,
Absolutely.
who are teaching our students. So it's always an honor when we can have a ceremony. And with Cox's support, along with Show Motiva, we put on a huge banquet at Ormond Plantation where we honor 17 of our teachers, and it's actually the 27th annual Teachers of the Year ceremony for St. Charles Parish Public Schools.
That is incredible.
We've been doing this for a while, so we appreciate the support that you guys give us. To
Well,
make
I
this
know we've
happen.
been a part of it for 20 years, and I got to tell you, this company, Cox, is all about education, supporting our students, our teachers, so I just couldn't be happier with the sponsorship that we do. But it's the school system that takes the lead on doing things like that. So you graduated from the public school system, and now you've gone to work for the school system. What's that like?
Oh, it's been a great experience. I'm very fortunate, like I said, to work with such a great group of people. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've kind of always been involved in public education. I believe it's the real heartbeat of not only the state, but the nation. So to have the opportunity to come back and work with my former teachers who are now principals, who are now administrators in the school system, and I'm still calling them by their maiden names and still thinking of them as former teachers, but to be able to come back now and represent the school system and still be involved, because I've always been a proud graduate of St. Charles Parish Public Schools and of Hahnville, and now I'm affiliated with Destrehan. So it's a great experience to continue to be, to be with the school system, to take it to the next level, and to continue to be involved in the community of St. Charles Parish.
Well, did you know that when you were going to high school that public information was something that you wanted to get into? Did you go to college for that, or?
Actually, it's a funny story. I did. I first found out what actually what public relations was through St. Charles Parish's School to Career program. And I'll never forget, I was in 8th grade and I was filling out my high school graduation plan and also my college plan, and I went on a job shadow program with our School to Career program through Offering, and I found out what PR was, and I said, wow, I really like working with people. This might be something I want to do. So from that day forward in 8th grade,
Wow.
I kind of stuck with it. I went to LSU, graduated from the manship school there, did a couple of internships. So I feel like they say, you're kind of born to do something.
Yeah.
I feel like PR was in my blood. So to actually be here, you know, representing the district in that role, it's something that I'm very proud of.
Well, now, will this be your first teacher awards banquet?
It will be. It will be. I've been with the district a little over 8 months now.
Okay.
So it's my first go around with our Teacher of the Year ceremony, but we pretty much have a system down that we're going to continue to do. It begins at 6 p.m. Our teachers arrive in style, of course, in a limo.
Wow.
And we try to keep the theme each year kind of under wraps as much as we can.
Yeah.
So this year's theme is Under the Big Top.
Wow, that's great.
So we are very much looking forward to that, and it's a great evening where our board members are able to come, our superintendent, our teachers who are being honored, 17 of them, along with their family and friends, and we have a nice dinner provided by Ormond Plantation. We recognize them, and then we also select our elementary, our middle, and our high school Teacher of the Year for the district.
That's great. I look forward to being there. And again, thank you from a parent of a student for all that you guys do to honor our teachers, and I just greatly appreciate it. And thanks for taking time to be on the show. When we come back, we're going to have Melissa Eugene, who is with the Red Cross. And actually, the month of March is Red Cross month. So we're going to talk a little bit more of that. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana, Big Easy Style. We're so happy that you're a part of our very first show. We're very proud that we're doing this information type program, and if you've got something that you would like to promote for your organization, we'd love to have you come on the show and we'll give you information on how you can do that. And I'm very, very happy to welcome right now Melissa Eugene, who is with the American Red Cross. And Melissa, I just realized that March is American Red Cross Month.
Yes, March is Red Cross Month, and every year since 1943, Franklin Roosevelt was the first president to declare March Red Cross Month. And every year since then, March has been Red Cross Month, and President Obama has just recently declared 2013 March Red Cross Month. So we're very excited about that.
Now, does that denote anything? Is March a special month? I mean, is there a reason that it's March, or?
No, there's no special reason. It was just a month that Franklin Delano Roosevelt selected. But what we try to do with March is Red Cross Month at the Red Cross is honor our everyday heroes. And our volunteers are our heroes. Our workforce is 90% volunteer. So volunteers are very important to the Red Cross. They help us get the work done.
Well, I got to tell you, the American Red Cross is one of the best organizations that I think any community can have. I mean, what you guys did after Katrina, I know Cox and the American Red Cross partnered on a lot of things, 9/11. I know you guys were very involved in Hurricane Sandy and all that goes on. And it's interesting that you say that volunteers make up 90% of your organization. I don't think a lot of people really realize that.
No. When you see someone in a Red Cross disaster vest, the red vest, almost 9 times out of 10, that's a volunteer and not someone that's on staff. So what that means is those people give up their time to help us make sure that people have a safe place to stay after a disaster, and make sure that people have a warm, hot meal after a disaster. And what you may not have known is that the most common disaster that we respond to is a fire in a family home. So that means that we're going out to fires once every 11 hours in this community. So volunteers really are available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, Christmas, every Mardi Gras Day. Every day they make themselves available to serve their communities.
Well, that's a very good point, because I really think most people think of Red Cross with the big disasters that come in and take place. But I didn't even think about that until you just mentioned
it's
that.
easy to think of that because those disasters receive the most attention.
Right. Publicity, unfortunately.
Right, absolutely. The big ones get the most attention, but honestly, these disasters happen every day. And for this family that is impacted by a fire, that's the biggest disaster that they'll have, probably. I mean, so, you know, it's really important that we have trained Red Cross volunteers ready to go at a moment's notice.
So you provide the training. If I wanted to volunteer to work with American Red Cross, you would provide training and so forth?
Absolutely. Red Cross Month in March is a great time to get involved with the Red Cross. You can volunteer, you can take a CPR class, or even if you just check out your disaster preparedness kit, which all of us should have one in Southeast Louisiana with, you know, how we're susceptible to hurricanes and floods.
Right.
So if you have a disaster preparedness kit, if you have a go kit, check it out, make sure things are ready to go. You can volunteer with us. We provide all the training for free. We even want our volunteers to go and help other communities. And some of our volunteers have found that very rewarding, that they've been able to travel to help with the Sandy response and other disasters, most recently with the tornadoes that happened in Mississippi. So they find that very rewarding. We will provide all of the training and all of the transportation for volunteers to help out.
Well, I'm
in
so
other
glad you
communities.
mentioned that because I think a lot of people think of Red Cross as an organization that I donate money to. I think volunteering, if you can't donate money, volunteering is a great way to get involved and help the community. And I heard the other day, and tell me if this is true or not, that you guys actually have an app that you can go to.
We have lots of apps. We have one for hurricanes. We have one just recently launched for tornadoes. We have one even for earthquakes and a first aid app. So these apps bring all of preparedness information, all kinds of information, even alerts, weather alerts for your area, right to the palm of your hand.
Wow.
Even in times of disaster, say you're out on the road and you need to find the location of a shelter, you can just go to your app on your cell phone, and they're made for Android as well as Apple. So either way, all that information is right in the palm of your hand.
That is excellent. And you don't even need a website. What's so great about that is you don't have to go type in anything and that I forget what the site is.
Yeah, you don't have to know
right to
the address of anything. It's right there with all the updated information. And our hurricane app can even help you plan and prepare your family in advance. And it gives helpful tips on even what to do with your pets. How can you help your pets remain calm during a disaster? So lots of helpful information.
Great information. Melissa, thank you so much for taking time to come talk to us and share information about the apps. Everything is moving forward with apps right now, so I'm so
That's the
glad
wave of the
that
future.
American Red Cross is a part of that. Thank you for being a part of our very first show. This is Across Louisiana, Big Easy Style. We look forward to many more shows to come where we'll bring you information about the community and so forth. And if you'd like to get some information onto the show and be a guest on the show, just let us know and we'll get that information out to you as well. Thanks so much for joining us.